Hey, hey, fabulous consultants. This is your Mary Kay Sales Director, Tina Johnson. Just wanted to make a super quick little video for you as we're talking about customer service. And I just wanted to be able to demonstrate to you exactly how I go to my customers, the different things I say and stuff like that. Now, I don't have a customer here exactly with me, like that would be the cherry on top. But I was just thinking about this and I thought, sometimes I learn better when I can see something, when I can hear it and things like that versus just when it is taught to me. And so I wanted to be able to take just a little bit of time and be able to show you exactly what I do with and for my customers, okay? And so I'm actually going to back this up a little bit. Okay. So I had a customer, she texted me an order, okay? And then I always go and deliver it to her work, okay? So her name is Stephanie, okay? So I bagged up her order, okay? There is a chocolate in here. I always tie a little ribbon on here. Usually it's like, there we go. We got to put a little spring in it. But there's a little ribbon on it and her order is in here, okay? So I get to her work and I'm like, hey, how are you? Da, da, da. And we probably talked, like it was on her lunch break and stuff like that. So we probably, we just stood and talked for 10, 15 minutes. She told me, kind of gave me an update on her life and we talked about this or that. And then I'm like, oh, okay. All right. I said, so I have your product in here and let's see, let's kind of, if you have an area to dump it all out in. And so I'm like, okay, so I've got your product. Oh, there's always a little goodie in there for you. And she goes, ooh, yum, Snickers. Okay, they always say that when you have a little chocolate, you gotta have the little extras, right? And so then I'm looking at her slip and I'm like, okay, we've got your Time Wise cleanser. We've got your lotion, the moisture gel renewing mask, and the night recovery. Okay, she's like, yep. And so then she had previously texted me that she was also interested in the biocellulose mask, but she's like, oh, this is kind of a hefty bill. We'll save that for next time. And so I said, no problem. And then, so we went through her checklist and everything. And then I said, oh, you qualify for 3 items off of the 50% off list. Okay, sorry, I don't have that here with me. And so I had it there. And so she looked at it and she's like, oh, well, I love the CC cream. I was going to need to order that soon anyway. And actually, maybe I'll gift one of those to my daughter. So can I just do 3 CC creams? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So I wrote it on the ticket, figured out what her total was with tax. Okay. And she typically Venmos me. So I just took off her copy. I put it in the bag. And then I'm left with my copy and this other piece of paper that I had in her bag. And I said, oh, I'm like, okay, before you go, just want to tell you this. I know you love the product. You buy lots of it and I know you love it. You've expanded, what you use and things like that. Hey, I just want to let you know that we have a program in Mary Kay. It's kind of more of an informal, like what we call it, but we have a mini starter kit that you can sign up. It's normally only $35. And what that does is that allows you to either A, be a brand ambassador and save 50% on your own product, or B, you can, turn it into a business and you can do, whatever you want. I'm like, I'm happy having you as a customer, but I just wanted to let you know because then, it could save you a little bit of money. This month, it just so happens that we're having a special on the starter kit. You have, a day and a half to decide if you want that, by midnight. And so I'm like, yep. So just wanted to let you know about that. She's like, oh, really? Okay, wait, now what? What is this? I'm all for saving money. And I said, yeah. I said, it's, I said, Mary Kay is just, very low key as far as that goes. You just order your little starter kit for only $35 and then, you place a couple of orders a year, whatever it might be. And you get save 50% on your own product. You know what? I'm really going to think about that. Wait, I have until how long, And so I said, yeah, sounds good. I'll send you a link about it. And then, if it's something you want to do, let me know. Otherwise, whatever. And, and then, you know what? We talked about doing a Facebook party. Yeah. So what do I have to do for that? I'm like, well, I create the group and everything for you. I do she's like, oh, but then do I have to set an alarm to do all the posts? I'm like, no, actually I do all the posts for you. You just need to comment. And she is she works with a lot of parents and things like that. She's like, well, actually, you know what? Well, could we do it in the summer? And I'm like, well, she's like, okay, well, could we do like it's May is like, mothers taking good care of yourself, self-care, things like that. Like, could we do something around there? I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, I already have this one graphic made up that it's like self-care spa, stuff. And we could just really put an emphasis on, self-care and how important that is as women and everything like that. So we're like, great. She starts spitting out ideas. And so I'm like, okay, great. You know what? Why don't we start that the Tuesday after Mother's Day? It's a little tight right now to do it. But I said, let's do that the Tuesday after Mother's Day, and then we can run that and see how it goes. She's like, yeah, I don't care about free product or anything like that, but that would be fun. I'm like, agreed. Boom. There you go. That was it. It was a fantastic interaction. I love this customer. So now what I will do is I will send her a text message with a video link about a little bit more about, people's Mary Kay stories and things like that. And then I'll also send her my link to sign up, because it's like, well, if she's like watching it late at night or anything like that and just wants to like, boom, sign up and get it done. So then I will send that to her. And then what I'll do too is tomorrow I'll send her a follow-up message and just say, hey, just wanted to, see if you had any questions about it and what your thoughts were. There you go. That's it. Because I'm like, we need to tell more people about the Mary Kay world. It's very much about, self-care and what are you doing and things like that. So hope this helps you. Cheers.